Hey friends, Diana here from Garden Love. I wanted to share a find that I found that I'm super excited to share with you guys. First of all, I don't know if you guys, how well you guys can see this, but it's actually a dolly that's supposed to be able to move tanks, and I thought it would be a great dolly for me to use to move my pots around, which is one of the struggles I'm having here at my property, because I constantly want to be moving things around until I decide where I want to put them. And it has back wheels, so once I lean put the pot on here and lean it back, it could just lay on its back while I'm moving it around my property. While I was there, we were in an alley and they were throwing these away, which I was gonna ask my husband to help me build a compost bin with crates, and this seems to be perfectly ready to go, because as you guys can see, it's a box already as it is. All I need to do is remove this piece of wood here, so that way I can have full access, put some chicken wire or something to prevent the compost from coming out, and it's ready to go. So that's a super easy fix. Just get some wiring and a staple gun and staple everything to the inside of this crate, and I think that's going to help me a lot when it comes to my compost. I do have to figure out a way how to harvest the compost once it's ready, so maybe cut a little piece off here and screw it on with some, what do they call, hinges, so that way it can open. And that's where I'm at. I'm super excited with this find. My husband helped me get it up. It was a lot heavier than what we thought, but we backed up the truck to where it was located. Thankfully, it was standing on another one like this, so we were able to just kind of like scoot it over from the bottom crate into the top of the bed here. And bringing it down might be easy if we move the car where we want it to go, and we'll just slide it onto. So let's go ahead and do that. So as you guys know, I'm going to be putting tons of trees, all my trees in the ground, and you guys also know that I've been struggling trying to dig up the holes. So my husband and I decided to invest in one of these earth augers combo kit. We got it from a big box store. It's a big blue box store. I haven't opened it or tried it. Today we're gonna open it and see how it works. We're gonna try to get my amazing loquat in the ground and see what we can do with this. What is it called? Auger? So let's open it up. As you're going to be able to see here, this is very easy to put together. We were surprised how easy it was. I do want to let you guys know that we're going to put my loquat in the ground. Some of the footage that you're about to see is going to be raw footage. You're going to see my husband and I interact and just figure this tree situation out. This is one of the very few trees that I've been putting in the ground, and I'm excited to share with you guys so you guys can see the process. It's a learning process. You guys can see what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it, and I will talk about why I'm doing it as well. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. If you are, please don't hesitate to give me some thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel for more videos like this, and more than anything, just tag along to the end so you guys can see this whole process. As you guys can see, we're going to use a few as recommended per the box, and really you're just going to attach this piece to the upper part, and that's about all that you have to do. Just have to make sure that you get the right tools and the right size to put it all together. It's fairly easy. I don't really think that you need a tutorial for this other than just to see what we're doing here. And I'm sure for some of you guys who have one of these, you guys can attest that it's fairly easy to put it together. I'm curious to hear how many of you guys have a similar equipment to dig up holes, or what other equipment are you guys using to help you dig the holes in a very hard soil. I'm very curious. This is our first time trying this out, and I'm really hoping that it is going to do what we're hoping it's going to do. So this is a hole I originally started doing. It took me like 3 hours, maybe 2.5 hours to get this far. As you can see, it's not that deep. It's maybe about a foot deep. say? I need it to be about 3 feet deep. That way I can go ahead and put a cage in there and protect my loquat from the gophers. So I'm a little nervous because I've never used this machine, and we'll see how it goes. So can I help with it anyway? So now that the saw is loose, let's take some of this out.
Where's the shovels at?
I only found this one. Here, you want us? The other one's over there because I was looking for the mulch. This is a lot easier than actually breaking through this hard soil.
What do you think?
It made a fall much faster. Like it went down lower much faster than it would have. Let me see how deep this went.
God, that dirt is fucking rock solid.
So we're getting there. So far it's doing exactly what we wanted it to do. It seems fairly easy. As far as the time, it's going by pretty fast. We did hit some roots that the auger was just not chopping down, so we did have to go ahead and cut those down before we continue. All right, so the auger definitely helped, but Joe had to go old school to break through some old roots that were in there. As you can see, we finally were able to get deeper at a much faster pace. See that? It's pretty much at the level we want it to be. And I don't mind leaving a little bit of this cage out. That way the gophers don't go in. We're just gonna bend it in and protect my tree. So super happy with the depth of this tree, of this hole. Now let's go on and move the tree over here. We're gonna test this baby out. Look at how. Let's see if I could do it one hand. Once the tree is in place, I can move it around just like that. So let's go walk over there.
In theory, of course, because this damn thing's gonna weigh a ton.
You're right, but I'm optimistic when it comes to this stuff.
Having moved it like 8 times, 4 different health needs, I know from personal experience.
It's gonna be hard. Well, Joe's right. This tree has been with me for a long time, and
I stare at this tree and my back hurts.
We moved it twice, from our old house to the second house to this third house, right? And we'll see, last time we moved it from our last house, it was rooted, so it was so hard to actually pull it off. We're gonna see, hopefully it's not rooted this time around. I do have to say that I received fruit from this tree this year, so it's very possible that the roots just kind of expanded and did its thing. Let's see. Oh, that's in there. Let me try to scoot it in.
Come on, let me help you.
Oh my God. Perfect.
Get the chain.
Let me see if I'm getting this.
So, this pot's way too big for one chain. We're going to use 2 chains, and we'll join them at the middle, and I'll use the carabiner to take in the slack and link the chains together. And hopefully that can help us get this puppy off the ground and move, and keep it secure in place without it falling and me having to throw my back out trying to save it. Alright, so this is the solution I came up with for this problem. I just linked them together using a carabiner. And so now it's hopefully secure. And we'll see what happens. Hey babe, I need help. She's moving some mulch. I don't know if you can see her over my big beautiful gray truck, my tank. Oh yeah, OBS. Old body style, or as I like to call it, old but sexy. We're ready. I linked it. Yes.
So, wow, Joe was trying to prep this. Oh, he did? Awesome. So I went to go get some mulch, some amendment soil, and my Sure Star. So this is awesome. Oh my God, we would have never been able to move this. Well, we would have, but it would have been so hard to do this. So here we go, my LOQUAT.
Are you done filming?
It's finally going in. Alright, I want to make sure that I have the hose ready because I will be watering this tree down right away. And one thing I do want to tell you guys, I don't recommend you guys do this in the middle of the day. I highly recommend that you guys do it in the morning or late afternoon. Our schedules are so hectic that that's the reason why I haven't been putting trees in the ground, because of my concern for them. However, this is a drought tolerant tree. I watered it very heavily last night, so it's super hydrated. I'm gonna water it, mulch it, and I might even put a canopy over so that way it can be protected from the sun for today. So we both have a full-time job with very crazy schedules, so I'm doing what I can, guys. I'm doing what I can, and I'm sharing the progress with you guys. And so just, if you have more time than we do, make sure that you plant it in the morning or afternoon before sunset. Make sure that you water it very deeply the night before, maybe a few days before, but make sure to give it water the night before so it's well hydrated. As you can tell, it's very happy right now. It's going to be going into a much bigger space with much more soil, and I'm going to saturate this with water, so I'm hoping that it does well. The worst that can happen is going to go into shock. It's going to take a few days to adjust, and then we should be fine. No big deal. It'll bounce back. Loquats are very hardy. They're drought tolerant. They're very strong. This tree is at least 7 years old, so the roots are well established. I can't wait to see them because I haven't seen them for a while. I've potted it 3 times, and this is the last place that it's been. So I'm definitely going to remove all this mulch because I don't want this going into the hole where I'm planting it. So here we go. Make sure to remove all the mulch. I'm throwing it in the ground. I'll be able to reuse it once we're done putting everything. And when I tilt this, I don't want this mulch to get mixed up with the soil that's going in there. So make sure you do that. As you can see, the soil here is very moist, very, very good. Let me see if I can show you guys in the light. So that's really good. I see some grub worms, so that's not good, but it's nature. That's what happens. If the soil is good and there's a good plan, the grub worms are going to lay their eggs and they're going to start growing. So it is what it is. Look at these beautiful roots. All right, we're gonna do this, guys. I'm super excited. I'm gonna put you guys down.
Mulch, you said you don't want it in there, right?
Yeah, but we're gonna tilt it that way, like that way.
Okay.
So you can help me.
Sorry.
Look at
Try
this.
pulling the base out.
Look at these roots.
Try pulling the base.
show you guys. What an amazing root system. They're going up and down. They're not circling, so that's a great sign. It's completely filled with roots. You can tell the big roots right here. I don't know if you can see it. From last time it came out of the pot and it rooted. This is amazing, guys. Look at this. If I can grow this in a pot, so can you. So now this is wider than that, so I'm gonna break down some of this, and that way it can fit in there. Let's do that. Yeah. Like loosening up the roots. Is there easy up around?
No. We're getting close to the time to leave.
Look at this. This is all the stuff that I put on here to protect the tree so it could stay. See that? This has also helped the tree stay intact, stay together. You see some dry pockets here. All right. Now, the truth of the moment. How are we gonna get into this? Maybe we can try doing this.
Hold on.
Just because it's so heavy, it's so. No, we need to shake it down a little longer, a little more. Let's rotate you.
Let's try again. Keep going. You got it. Just tuck some of the sides in.
It's just getting cut. Okay, wait. This is not gonna help. Stop. Because I'm realizing that this is that deep. The rest has to be filled with soil, otherwise it's gonna be too deep.
Okay. So put it in the hole and fill it with soil.
Zero for shovel. Maybe some of
You need
this.
some of that soil over there?
Yeah, but it doesn't. It's not gonna go at the bottom. The bottom has to be mainly what's needed. Yeah. Is this upright?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You gotta add some soil right there. Another bucket of soil. I'm gonna get the other bucket of soil. We can start pushing that dirt in like this. So basically, I'm just gonna start pushing it in. Believe it or not, we still have some of this compost soil. We got a little bit more. And I'm gonna use it to help that tree get established, thrive. It's 50-50, so it should be good. I'm so excited, guys. I cannot believe. I'm honestly surprised that I'm not jumping and joying. It's probably because it's hot, and my excitement is being elevated by, not elevated, being contained by the heat of the day. But this little baby is going to be protected from the gophers. I have some amendment soil that I'm going to just put a little bit all around. And this is going to be good. Do you mind holding that? Mixing it with the native soil. Super excited. Like always, if you guys want to get closer, when you bury or when you put your tree in the ground, do not bury the trunk because you're going to get root rot right there. You're going to get trunk rot. So want to make sure that you leave it some space. And most importantly, you guys want to add some mulch. So what I'm going to do is just kind of create like a ring with this leftover soil. And then I'm going to add the mulch, and hopefully this ring holds the mulch. And then we're going to give it very good watering. Let me see. This is all really good soil right here. This shoe works better. Somebody gave me mulch, so this is just what I needed. Basically, one of the most important things you're gonna want for your tree. Like always, right now I'm pouring it near the trunk, but do not let the mulch touch the trunk once you water it, because you, like I said, you don't want to have rot there. You want to make sure you. This will probably need one more barrel, but for now, since the roots haven't expanded, this is good enough. Eventually the rim of this mulch is going to have to be wider because the roots are going to expand. So we want some mulch here. That's where we use some of this. That's what it has. There's still lots of good nutrients inside all this little mulch because it had already started. Alright friends, thankfully my hose reaches over here. I want to make sure that the mulch is fully saturated with water. Look at how pretty this is. And then I'm just going to let the water sit here so it can get filled. It'll do its own job. I'll show you guys. Now, something I didn't mention earlier that's very important before you put your tree. Make sure that the tree's upright. No matter what angle, if there's a slope, it's going to naturally not be upright. You might have to slant the tree a certain way so it could be upright. And that's basically what we did right here. I'm probably going to have to lean it a little bit more this way and step on it over there. Let's see. To help it stay upright. That's good. Don't be afraid to do that. The tree will survive. See that? So this is like a little bowl of water here. Oh my god, you guys have no idea how excited I am right now. I've been wanting to do this for a very long time. The landscape, just walking over here from grabbing the soil that I added to this, it looked amazing. The landscape changed. I can't wait to continue to add more trees into this landscape, especially fruiting trees. This is an evergreen tree, so it looks beautiful year round. The leaves are medicinal. I love the fruit. The fruit is also medicinal. It's great for your stomach and digestive system. Oh man, let me show you guys. Look at how pretty that looks. Definitely adds more of a tropical look into the landscape. And while I'm here, I want to show you guys something. My jujube tree had a little sprout. I decided to pull it out and put it in here. It was about this height and it's grown this much over the summer. So I might have, they're very invasive, and I might have some more sprouts. I'm gonna just find them, pull them out, put them in pots, or just put them in different places. And once I feel like I have enough, I'll just start selling them. So that's what I'm gonna do. Back to this awesome tree. Very important. You see how the water gravitates to the easiest way. You want to make sure that you put it in your inner circle so the water is going down. And like I said, I think I needed another barrel of mulch, and that's what I'm gonna do.